Welcome to Open Mind Industries podcast, The Mind Unleashed. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to The Mind Unleashed, episode 16. I've been trying to do a few of these. Did one the other day. Didn't really like how it came out, what I was talking about. So pretty much I want to talk about this week some 3D printing stuff, some cyberdyne systems closing down, a little bit of video gaming because I've been doing some Destiny 2, so I want to get kind of the ins and outs of that. Also, if you hear some weird audio issues, I'm wearing another mic here that I just purchased, so I want to see how everything's going to sound. Hopefully there's not too much jumping, stuff like that. So let me know what you think. Hopefully everything sounds good. I got another mic on the way for the GoPro. But yeah, pretty much this is what it's going to be about, 3D printing, what I've been working on with that, learning some CAD, obviously SolidWorks. And I know a lot of things have been going on Facebook and the public and the NFL. I'm not going to address all that. I'm more pissed that I can't watch football without hearing about the shit. But my team's 0-3 now, so hopefully we can get it up there and hopefully make the playoffs, maybe in the wild card. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. That's what we're here for. Here to keep an open mind, have some fun. Okay, I want to give a shout out to my supporters. Unfortunately, Lyft is not working, so I'm going to still use that. And no, I won't use that. Why not? I'll see what's going on with that. Anyway, my first supporter is going to be Weiss Productions. If you need a wedding done, photography, stuff like that, check him out, weissproductions.com. Use our code OMI for 5% off when you book with him. I believe he went to Vegas this week. He's been very busy. He forgot he actually had the trip to come up. He is based out of here in Orlando, Florida, so definitely check him out. weissproductions.com. Also check out Dyne Art Studios, Daniel Weisenberg, who does drone shooting, professional photography, headshots. We're trying to get into the field with acting here in Orlando, Disney, Universal, stuff like that, or plays such as Shakespeare Theater, etc., etc. Use our code OMI. He'll give you 5% off when you book with him, your next project. Definitely check them out. They are amazing people, amazing work, and extremely talented, and they work with any size budget. Alright, so now that that's all said and done, welcome to the podcast, episode 16. I want to do more of these. I'll probably be doing one in the coming days for Universal. I got to do some walkthroughs of Terminator 2 3D, kind of the shutdown of what's going on over there. It will be closing down October 8th. I have a friend that just got a hold of me, and he's going to be trying to make it in from where he's at, from across the country, or not across the country, across the other northern continent. He's going to try to make it over here to see the last show. He's a big Terminator fan, and he wants me to take some photos for him if he's not able to make it. How do I feel about it closing down? Kind of sad, because I feel bad more for my performers than I do myself. I don't know where I'm going to be going in Universal, but it's already been picked. I just don't know where yet. They're not telling me exactly where until they're trying to make it a surprise. Not sure though, but I'll let you guys know and let you know how I feel about it when it comes up. Anyway, on to 3D printing. I've been using the DaVinci 1.0. I've been having some damn issues with it, but now that I've ironed that out, I spent like half a day using the bed leveler and stuff like that, and I said, you know what, man, there was a guy that did an app for Android a couple of years ago. Decided to download that, but I didn't download it because they don't work for, I only use iOS on my phone. Now, I'm not a Apple hater or lover or whatever it may be. I prefer PC for my computers. I prefer using iPhone for my business work. It's just quicker. I don't have to debug, stuff like that. That's just my opinion with that. I prefer PC over that. But anyway, I've been working on that. It's been half the day freaking trying to get the printer like level. Went through all my goddamn programs that I had, and I had some levelers, stuff like that, and we 3D printed one of these. These are for the Terminator 2 staff. For those who can't see it at home, they are on my Instagram. It's keychain. This is Cyberdyne Systems. These were done by Maddie over at Shapeways. He was grateful enough to let me use his model, and we came up with an agreement, like, hey, send me 2 of them, and I'll be payment for your work. So I decided to do that. I guess I got a few more of these. We 3D printed out for the guys. It's for cast and crew only, unfortunately. If you want them, go to Shapeways, type in cyberdyne. It's going to be CYBR. He spelled dyne wrong, so it's going to be DINE, or something like that. It should pop up. I think they're going for about, I want to say, a few bucks, not too much. but I printed them out for some cast and crew, and a lot of them want to kind of donate some money back to me because I put a lot of hard work into getting them printed. The one thing about 3D printing with those, the one thing, just getting the damn bed level as much as I could. The DaVinci 1.0 has screws in the bottom that you have to tighten up and tighten down, and I put the new bed in a while back, and I thought I ironed it out, but I had some scorching going on. What scorching pretty much is, it's just you'll see some burn marks, like it looks dark brown, and it just means that the nozzle is touching the print too hot. It's running about 213 C, about 400 degrees, I believe. My math might be wrong. I'm not a big Celsius and Fahrenheit person. Just weird. It's weird math. But anyway, so I had to level that out. It took me a while. It took me like half a day, and I'm like doing these bed leveling things, and then finally I was like, I did the paper trick, and it's been a while since I've helped on the 3D printer, especially with the Robo here. So I ended up getting it with that, and I'm like, okay, I printed out a few of them, came out okay, but the problem was I couldn't do so many of them because they were pulling from the bed, and that's what you don't want. You don't want what they call warping. Warping does that. So it prints flat, and then it starts bowing. And there's nothing you can do. You can't hair dry it, to warm it up and kind of bend it back. Once the ABS or PLA is set, it's set in stone. There's kind of no way to kind of unwarp it. So what I had to do was brimming, and brimming is pretty much draws a outer layer about yay thick, and then the model kind of builds on top of that, so it doesn't start the pick up. It doesn't warp. So it doesn't pick up when the model looks good. So I tried doing about 10 of those. Unfortunately, that didn't work out freaking well. Then I started out with, okay, I'll do, 6 of them. That didn't work out well. The first 2 came out good. It was cooling down too fast in the front 2. And then I had to go to 4. 4 didn't work. The bottom 2 didn't want to print well. They started warping. So I ended up doing 2 at a time. So when you do the math on that, it was like, I had to do technically 40 of these. I think 45 now. That I did because I had people text me way late, like, hey, I want one. I'm like, the time lapse is on our Facebook page if you want to check that out. It basically was a hour of me just printing these things, cleaning them up, and then it all cut it down to about 12 seconds of real time of time lapse time. It took a shot every 60 seconds, so every minute it took a shot. He looked pretty good, looked pretty awesome, but he's like, dude, you look like you're on crack, holy crap. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I ended up playing with that, and the problem with 3D printing is people don't realize it's the more you print, I guess, the more, say if you do the same model, it's not a thing you should be doing. I remember I followed a guy on YouTube and checked out some of his stuff. He said the same thing. He had a multi-model he had to do. He was trying to get them done for a con or something like that he was doing, and he said he had the same issue. I followed a lot of people on 3D Helps. We all share advice and stuff like that, and that's one thing you don't really want to do. You really want to just print one model at a time. Pardon me. Just got Maurice's text. He's like the one guy said he'll be coming over to. He's trying to see if he's going to be coming to Orlando. But like I said, yeah, it's better to do one model at a time. So these models do take a long time. It's been nuts with it, but now that I have it figured out again with the ABS, I prefer ABS over the PLA. It's more harder and stricter. And these prints took about, if you want to do one at a time, about 30 minutes for these dang things. Spread out about 90 infill because of the model. You really want it to be solid. If you look here in the light here, you don't even see through it. It's pretty rock hard solid, which is pretty awesome because they're keychains. They have to stay rigid and hard and stuff like that. And I got back to Simplified 3D the other day. I highly recommend that. They don't sponsor me, support me, anything like that. If you guys, really want a good 3D printing software, Simplified 3D is where to go. The one thing I don't like is I've been trying to use it on the DaVinci 1.0, but there's no video on YouTube. There's no way. I don't know if you get the flash your printer or not. I don't want to flash the DaVinci because it's all stock. I have a resetter for it, which the XYZ knows about, and it's like I really wish, like I said in previous podcasts, they would just fucking take the DRM off. Like, just put it to the firmware and go, you know what, pick the filament you want, pick the fucking heat you want, and that's set it and forget it. They are becoming very awesome about that now with the newer printers such as the Pro, DaVinci Pro, and a new DaVinci Color, which I'm going to go into in just a second. They're allowing you to use third-party filaments. I think what XYZ is doing, even though they're a pretty good budget printer, they're allowing you to use they're focusing more on their printer. They're focusing on more of the hardware instead of the, okay, we need to develop a filament that is going to run best in our printer, which is good, but it's better for let the filament designers work around any printer they can so that they can build the best filament possible. I'm also about zero waste, but I'm still trying to find ways to recycle the ABS that I have underneath the dang printer, that, from the brimming, stuff like that, clean up. I'm going to look a little more into that. I do kind of want to find out. There is a recycling system you can buy to make more filament, so that's pretty freaking awesome. And there is a couple of tips and tricks that I've learned from Alan Lincoln over at Evil Monkey Studios. What he does is he'll pretty much take the recycled prints, the ones that came out really shitty, put them in a glass jar, pour some acetone on them, let them kind of dissolve in there, and it becomes a kind of a ABS super glue. So when you're putting out a 3D part, you can it welds it together. You just take a brush and you just kind of fill in the cracks, and it pretty much ABSs, fills in those cracks, and then you have a solid print. So it picks up some of the mishaps that you might have had. And I kind of think that's a really cool idea, to recycle the prints. But the machine that I did see was on YouTube. I think it was, I want to say 7-8 months ago, was a machine that shreds them up, shreds up your prints, and then what you do is you pretty much, it heats it up and then puts it back into a spool. The last time I did check the price on that damn thing was about $6,000, and I'm like, $6,000 for that. Now I don't think that's a bad price, but man, if you're really trying to push recycling and stuff like that, you really should make it to where it's affordable. I know you gotta buy parts and you gotta buy this and that and this, but it's like, man, I really want to start getting into the recycling, because plastic, ABS, PLA, it really, I like PLA because it's corn based and it's really cool. So that's really recyclable, and you could literally leave it and it does degrade over time. So the stuff that I have here is kind of like very soft, very rigid, and it's recyclable. The thing is, I'm trying to get into recyclable printing, but I don't see many options on it. I really don't. I haven't really been doing the research, but there's a lot of ways to recycle. I really want to recycle plastic that I'm not using, and use it in something else. Maybe I'll come up with something. Maybe if you guys have a suggestion, idea, and maybe if I can do something, put it down in the notes, put it down in the comments. But yeah, I really appreciate Simplify 3D, because you're able to do supports where you need them. And that's one thing. It's a $160 program, but I really love it. The best part is it works on any printer, and you're able to use as many printers as you want. I was looking at a video the other day, and you're able to change your profiles to different printers. They're not hurting you at all. Of saying, hey, you have a DaVinci, now you have a Robo, and you want to use both on the same software. That's perfectly fine. Just click the one you want to use at this time and use it. And I like that, and I like that it's allowing you to do the adjustments on the fly. They don't penalize you for using different filaments. They don't penalize you for anything. It's just really learning the slicer, and most people are like, so many damn slicers, like Kira, Matter Control, Repetier Host, I'm using 3 different slicers, but now I'm trying to get only to do 2. DaVinci does my hardcore ABS prints. This one, the Robo, does more my specialty, my PLAs. The Robo, DaVinci does use PLA, but I have the chip and I don't know how to, there's no way to reset it or anything like that. ABS is the only one that I have the chip resetter on. Maybe I can look in more and see if I can use the PLA setting more. I don't know how to reset it, but I'm going to look more into that too. But that's pretty much what I've been working on with the 3D printing. I'm definitely learning some more SolidWorks there. But it's been a pain in the butt. I did so many of these keychains, I don't even want to see another one. I'm just like, I don't want to do another one. I'll be dropping them off tomorrow and to work, and then I'm going to be taking some photos, videos, stuff like that out for work. And I'm pretty excited. I'm sad T2's closing down, but I'm like, at the same time, it's bittersweet. I've met so many good people there, and family. Kind of like a second home for me over there. It's really great. People have always been lovely and awesome, and showed me what it's like to be human. And showed me it's nice to come out of your own shell. So I'm really going to miss a lot of the team. We're not leaving each other for the rest of our lives. We're on Facebook. We all have each other's cell phone numbers. We do hang out and go have beers and just go do normal things and meet family. It's really fun. But I'm really, I kind of feel bad for my performers, because a lot of them are some are going to go out and do other things, but the problem is they're like out of a job. A lot of these guys have been doing T2 for X amount, like 15 years. One of them, Mark Matthews, has been doing it for over 20 years. It's like, holy shit. So He's done everything. He's been a bodybuilder. He's been everything. He's been in. He played with the New Orleans Saints back in the '80s. I was on the practice squad there and got injured, unfortunately. But amazing, amazing guy. His cousin is actually Clay Matthews of the Packers, which I think is freaking awesome. So it's good to know and meet somebody that's freaking amazing and somebody I got to know over the years and become a close friend and shit like that. But a lot of my performers, I'm really going to miss a lot of them. A lot of them are actually coming back to Orlando. A lot of them are flying in this week to say goodbye, and not really goodbye, but just say goodbye to the venue that they opened, or they worked at for a long time, and they hugged everybody, and So I'm going to be looking forward to seeing my staff and crew, and we might be doing some extra shows over there. So if you guys want to go check out YouTube, definitely do that. And then come to find out this week on Facebook, James Cameron, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Linda Hamilton are apparently doing the new Terminator movie. It's been confirmed. They've all been confirmed on the sign on to do it. He's not directing it, but he's definitely consulting, a lot of consulting on it. So he's pretty much the overseer of his franchise. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm a huge Terminator fan. I love the whole Stan Winston effects. I love the way the movie was done. James Cameron's a freaking genius. Just in general. I mean, you may not agree with him personally, what he does in personal life, but his filmmaking wise, this speaks for its fucking self. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I mean, I'm hoping. I really wish they would just fucking finish up the franchise and be like, hey, we're done. It's no more reboots. We just had Genesis. Genesis was actually really fucking good, and people are like, eh. It's like The Mummy. The Mummy I watched and I really enjoyed it for what it was. I was like probably maybe 20 of us in the theater to help, like maybe 98, and granted I got to go see it for free because my girlfriend works in the movies, but I was able to enjoy it. I was able to see the content. I took filmmaking, so I learned a lot of setting shit up and doing things, and people are like, oh, I don't know, and I'm just like, wow, look at the makeup, wow, look at this, wow, look at that, look at that film shot, look at where this Universal's going with this Dark Universe thing. Sophia Boutella was a really good style of Mummy. It was based off of, the Mummy was, the new one was based off the original script from Boris Karloff, and Boris Karloff is pretty much the mixture of, he's trying to convert the girl into being death, and he's telling he just come back to life, and he's giving her nightmares. So it's like, I'm like, wait, this looks fucking familiar because I've seen it before when I saw it on Netflix one day because I work at the Horror Makeup Show also at Universal. If you guys can check that out, freaking amazing show. But I'm like, all right, we put these clips in the damn show, so let me watch Universal's old classics. I still need to watch Creature from the Black Lagoon. I think I'm going to watch that one. I want to watch This Island Earth. But everybody tells me to stay away from that one because the creature, the metahuman, is only like at the end of the movie. And it's like eh. It's something you might just want to find on YouTube or just kind of rent from somewhere else. But I do want to see Creature from the Black Lagoon. I have seen the original Wolfman. I have seen the Invisible Man, which I liked. I have seen the original Mummy. I'm going to watch Frankenstein again because I haven't seen that in years. But I would like to see that. But yeah, I mean, like when you watch it, it's like Ardeth Bane is his character, Boris's character, and he's trying to take with the girl, and they're trying to create like a love life together, and he's trying to turn her into kind of death, so he can live forever. And the Tom Cruise version is kind of the same thing. You're like, oh shit, oh wow. But I did like, spoilers if you haven't seen it, they do pay homage to Brandon Fraser's Mummy, which is completely different from the Universal universe. There's a book when they're inside the Preditrium, this huge frickin' of strange creatures of Universal monsters falls out, which means it did happen. Holy shit. When did it happen? Way back in the fucking 70s. So they know about that mummy. I'm like, holy shit. So they know it's all a fucking a thing. So I was like, wow, that's cool. Everybody's like, oh, I don't really like it. And then I have friends that were like, dude, I saw it. It wasn't bad. It was pretty good. Dark Universe got me kind of excited. I can't wait to see the Invisible Man and stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious if they do the Wolfman. I know, shit, what the hell's his name? Not John Landis, but John Landis, Max Landis is going to be doing his retake on his father's version of the Wolfman. So I'm kind of curious, like, is that going to be in the universe with Universal monsters? I don't know, man, but I really like to see kind of the old kind of classic monster. But the Dark Universe sounds like amazing, like they're all going to clan together and be something. So I know many people aren't Tom Cruise fans, but it wasn't all about him. I liked Sophia Boutella. She was in Atomic Blonde and Star Trek and Kingsman and all that shit. She's been doing so many goddamn movies. But yeah, really good Mummy, man. She was really creepy. She was like, explaining why she wanted to get the thing and shit. But I digress, man. I really enjoy that kind of universe. But Anyway, out of the movie thing, but yeah, I mean, it's been kind of crazy with, um, with the movie thing, and then we don't know what's going on with T2. We don't, everybody's been asking us consistently, like, people from Horror Nights, what's going into T2. We have no fucking clue. We won't know until it's closed. So, it kind of shocked me that we just closed Dragons, and now we're closing T2. Bill and Ted's last show this year, guys, is happening at Universal Orlando. So, and I believe Orlando only. I don't know about Hollywood. I don't know if I think they're done doing it in Hollywood also. I don't know what's going on with that. I have a lot of friends and cast that are doing that. But, yeah, definitely check that shit out. Yeah, this week has just been scrolling through frickin' Facebook, watching the Giants lose 3 times in a goddamn row, which we almost came back last week. We almost came back this weekend, but just we need to get a running game going. We need to become the Giants again, and one of my favorite teams. I think you can see the hat always up there. It's always a New York fan. I'm always gonna love because they play in every damn climate. So that's why I love New York, because it's just cold. They play in the snow. They play in the rain. That's why I love football in general. Football to me is just chess in fast speed time. But yeah, I'm gonna be heading over to Universal probably tomorrow to drop off these keychains. I'll probably doing a podcast on the way there using the GoPro. And they've got a new tripod. If you guys see anything weird with the tripod, don't fret or anything like that. It's just on a fucking flexi tripod that I'm trying. And I'm trying the new mic out, so hopefully that sounds a little bit different. Hopefully there's no echo for anybody. But yeah, it's been a while. I've been trying to, I'm going to be doing open mind gaming hopefully soon. I want to do some gaming division. I want to work on more of the prototyping with the 3D printers and work on some stuff. Also, I'm going to be going to see a podcast that I really enjoy. I just got a ticket to go see it, and I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to go to, but my friend posted something about like it coming to Orlando, and I knew about it about 2 months ago, and I'm just like, tickets were like $85, and I'm like, I can never afford that. And then I found them online. Just the other day. They were about $33.50 for Hollywood Babble-on with Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman. Ralph Garman does voices on Family Guy, and he was K-Rock over in LA and stuff like that. And Kevin Smith, obviously, director, stuff like that. So he does a podcast called Hollywood Babble-on, which I like to listen to. So I'm going to be going seeing him this Saturday at the Universal Orlando. They're going to be over at the Hard Rock Live. So I said, you know what the fuck, I'll get a seat, and it's a shitty seat. I'll be sitting above the stage and overseeing it, so hopefully my view isn't too shitty. They're going to have Titantrons and stuff like that, so I've never seen him live and never got to meet him. He did tweet me back one day. I said something about Belmos because he was talking about something on the podcast. So, I don't know, just something I've never done. I really haven't seen any like live podcast kind of setting, but I enjoy their podcast. It's really fun. It is structured very much so, but I'm really going to enjoy it. So I just figured, what the hell? I'm never going to see the guy ever in my life, and I really need to get out of the house and just enjoy myself. So yeah, I'm going to work on some stuff today. I'm going to, I got to label these damn keychains and get them out the door tomorrow. But hope everybody's going well. Hope everybody in Puerto Rico. I want to give my thoughts to Puerto Rico. I'm not going to pray or anything. Prayers don't do shit. That's just my opinion. I think doing does more than anything. Instead of saying a simple thing, it does not help. If you guys can donate $1 or your time or anything to people that need, get these trucks filled for food or whatever, or generators or whatever they're trying to do. I know a lot of people are trying. They don't need money. They just need assistance. I guess like somebody just posted something to me that they need as many hands as they can get. They're trying to load these trucks up over at the Salvation Army or something like that for Puerto Rico, and they just are low on fucking staff. So they're like, if anybody wants to come over and donate some time to help us load some trucks, get some food together, that'd be awesome. So my thoughts to Puerto Rico. I'm like, all I keep hearing on the Facebook is like, people care what the NFL's is going on. Well, nobody gives a shit about Puerto Rico, and it kind of feels that way. And I really would want to give my heartfelt time to that. I mean, I have friends that are from Puerto Rico, family there. So if anybody can donate a little bit of time, effort. I don't know if Zello is going to work out there. I know they only have like 1 or 2 cell towers over in San Juan. I know everybody's been flying in and out, trying to do as much as they can for Puerto Rico, but nobody talks about St. Martin. St. Martin got it the fucking worst. St. Martin is gone. as far as I'm aware. Like I remember fucking Irma just came out and knocked that the fuck out. We don't even hear about St. Martin. It's just, it's not the U.S. unfortunately, but Puerto Rico is part of the U.S. So it's like, what the fuck? Why don't we do it and help? So, but then again, I don't know what's really going on. The news is so fucking weird. Who knows what to believe? I don't know, but they could really, if you're at a church or even if you're not religious or whatever, just go give some time or 2 minutes if you can, help them out, help some box some food up or whatever. I got a friend at a local church. He's been donating as much time as he can to help out because his family was trapped over there and stuff like that. So, just my heartfelt, just thanks to everybody, and hopefully everybody's going to be doing well. As far as I know, people are doing okay. They're trying to recover, but it's going to be a while before Puerto Rico's ready to go again. And just holy shit, Maria fucking just kicked ass. It was fucking horrible. It was like I was tracking it through a friend's Facebook, and it's sad. It really is fucking sad that happened. We just had fucking Harvey fucking come through Texas, and then we had Irma, and ours wasn't as bad. We didn't get fucking horrible flooding, but Naples, Florida got it the worst. I mean, they got it bad. I mean, like, shit got blown over. A couple of people lost their houses. A lot of Florida was out without power for, I know this is going to sound fucking hypocritical, but, because Puerto Rico's all without power and cell phone service and shit, except for, like, San Juan and a few other places up in that area. But a lot of people lost power for, like, 2-3 weeks. Lost a lot of shit. I have a few friends that lost their cars, and somebody lost a couple of people lost a part of their house. And I just like, wow. But I want to wish everybody the best in Puerto Rico, wishing them all the best. And it's just crazy. It's just nuts. I mean, who would have thought hurricane season would have been this freaking crazy, But the good thing is everybody's being very positive and they're being supportive of what they can be, and that's the best thing that we do. It's just being helpful. That's what we can, being positive and doing what we can, and that's the best thing ever. To give your time where you can, and it's not all about you or I. It's just being supportive where you can. If you can help out somebody, get a hold of some family, do it. Do what you can, and it's hopefully everything goes well. Everything they get back on their feet, and same thing with Harvey and us. And some people are here, but they're still without power. They lost a lot of power poles. So my friend just got his back actually the other day. He was literally living out of a hotel for a while. And he got back to his place. The place was like ravaged, so he was just like, ugh. So there's a lot of people here that lost a lot of stuff too. Not as bad as Puerto Rico, but again, my thoughts go out with them, and hopefully people step it up and help out the best way, any way they can. I'm not telling people to do what they need to be doing, but my thoughts go out to them, and I hope people get a hold of touch with their families. A lot of my friends have finally got in touch with some of their family, and they said they're okay. They just said that if getting masks and they could use this and that and thing. So people have been sending out UPS packages like crazy. No one's really asked me for donations, but I'm broke as crap anyway, so I got bills to pay this month. So, but if I need $1 or something or some donation, I don't mind putting a few bucks in, definitely to help some of my close, especially my close friends that our families are affected, because they've helped me out with Open Mind. But I want to wish everybody all the best this week. Keep positive. Just don't pay attention to the fucking news feeds. I've been trying not to keep an eye on Facebook, but it's bullshit. But anyway, I'm here to have some fun. Here to open your guys' mind on the drive to work. If you're going home from work, whatever you may be doing, I'm not sure. But thank you guys for supporting us. Thank you for listening to me and just tuning in, tuning out, whatever you'd like to do. If you have any questions for the podcast, or you want me to talk about something, maybe something that you want to talk about, bring it up, type it in. The email's there on our site, man, openmindindustries@gmail.com. Hit me up with a question. Hit me up with hey Ali, what do you think about this thing? Oh shit, that's right, video game. Yeah, grinded on Destiny a little bit, and I hate it. Hate it because my guns are all high, but yeah. Anyway, that's my Destiny news for that. I haven't done the raid yet. I haven't done the Nightfall. I've been trying to do Nightfall. Nightfall's been a bitch. But yeah, I'm happy I got to see my brother on camera, and that's about it. It was like a Bible podcast. But anyway, guys, I'll be talking to you later on this week. Pardon me. Oh. Oh. Just got a text from somebody cool. Alright, so I will be talking to you guys later on this week. I want everybody to do well, everybody be positive, and thanks, guys, like I said, always checking in with us and being supportive of us, and it's free. It's free. If you want to see the video version of this, check out our YouTube page. I might be doing some live versions of this on Facebook Live, so if you all want to check on that, now that I have these new tripods, I'm going to try and do the cameras on. Just let me know. What else? Oh, everything Open Mind. Check out openmindofindustries.com. It's our Twitter page, or Instagram. Instagram I'm more active on. Twitter not so much, sadly. But I'll be doing some more time-lapsing and stuff like that of my 3D printing. Yeah, just keep positive, guys. Thank you guys for everything, for stepping in, and can definitely use some likes on the page. You don't have to like it or subscribe to it. I'm not looking to become a millionaire, but I'm looking to get some sponsors so they can help pay for this. At least help me, work from home or just get some stuff done. I'm also looking at some prosthetic stuff. There's another company that I would like to do some stuff with. Check out their page. And they're a not-for-profit, so it's all volunteer work, so I'm looking at that. I've never heard about a prosthetic thing before, so I'm looking forward to maybe working with them and seeing what they got. But I'm going to work on some more CAD modeling, and I will talk more about that. Alrighty, guys. Always keep an open mind. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everything. Have a great week. See ya.